Hello, hello, hello. Here I am in sunny California. I wish I could do these videos driving, like some people do, but our streets, our roads, our highways is way too dangerous. I would be killed for sure. And I always bitch and complain about the traffic, but when I go somewhere and I come back here to our perfect weather, I want to kiss the ground and I forget about the traffic and all the other issues. I hope everyone is doing okay in the cold country. It's horrifying. Out here, we had 2 days of rain. That was it. So I hope everyone is being safe. I was living in La Mesa. First, I was living right here in the city of El Cajon, and I was sort of like kicked out of my apartment twice when I lived in the city, actually. And I saw the first managers in very bad shape, and I thought, good, it couldn't happen to nicer people. Then it happened again, and I moved to La Mesa, and we had the riots and the looting. And so I thought, as soon as I can, I am moving. And I did. I moved to a much nicer place now. And if I was living in some of these kind of dangerous cold weather places, I would be considering evacuating out of there as soon as I possibly could. I've been doing videos a long time on the grand solar minimum and food storage and various topics like that, like disasters and stuff, because you just never know. Now they say it's supposed to be getting hotter, it's supposed to be getting colder, but at the same time hotter, hotter, hotter. So here we have to expect fires. And so the place I live now is kind of fire prone because there's a lot of brush and open places out there. We had a couple fires. So I will be giving that matter some thought. But those are very hard to prepare for. I've been through 2 bad years of it. Okay, you guys, I have a meal plan number 7. Okay, I'm eating the food I have down, so I just make my meal plans out of the food I have in the house. So I've been making like big pots of this and that. Number 1, spaghetti. Number 2, macaroni and cheese. Macaroni and cheese is good because you can have it by itself, which I like to do a lot, or fish sticks, hot dogs, hamburgers. Clam chowder, that was a good one. I have a lot left. At one point, there was no clams, and I thought, are you kidding me, So I piled up a case of clams, of clam chowder, potato salad. The reason I put that one is for the same thing like the macaroni and cheese. You make a big pan of potato salad, and I have a few potatoes I need to use up. And you can have hot dogs, hamburgers, fish sticks, whatever. Kielbasa's good. Tuna and egg salad. Okay, I knew this lady, and she didn't cook much. And she would get egg salad, tuna salad, potato salad, like at Sprouts. That was her food. Biscuits and sausage or bacon gravy. I have a lot of bacon, so I'll be making bacon stuff. Hot dogs and French fries. So this got all messed up. It got wet when I was doing my hair. I reminded myself of something when I was a hairstylist. This woman would come in like a total and complete wreck, and I would tell her, I can really fix you up, but you have to work with me. You have to start coming in regularly, and I'm not going to charge you a lot, but it's going to take about 6 weeks. So I was all messed up. I go, beauty shop, nothing. I'm sick of it. I look like a cave woman, but I'm starting to come out of it. So I was like my customers. I have to work with myself. Okay, so now I found some nice stuff at Walmart that I want to mention to you guys. Okay, Walmart probably has the best buy on cereal. I buy like those honey bunches of oats, you know, the Walmart brand, you know, the corn flakes, the Rice Krispies. You guys, there is not one Rice Krispie treat thing. I can't make those. I'll eat those. That was so good. I ate one yesterday. Okay, so cereal. The cheese ball was awesome. I bought it at Walmart. It was about this big, and I've got a lot left. I will eat that on crackers. French bread. They have the wheat French bread and the white French bread for $1. My freezer's full of it. Yogurt. You can't beat the yogurt at Walmart. Coleslaw. I think their coleslaw is better than I can make. Markdown cookies. I bought 10 cookies for $1.16. And what is this? Oh, the $2 sandwiches. So here's the list of the nice food that I have discovered recently at Walmart. I shop at Walmart a lot, but always, you know, one can always find a good deal if one has the money. Okay, now here are some good deals I buy at Dollar Tree. You cannot beat the shelf-stable milk for $1. At Dollar Tree, they have milk. I bought 10. I have one left, so I'm going to be buying 2 cases of evaporated milk pretty soon and 10 shelf-stable milk. They also have almond and soy. I buy those too because I like to eat those on my cereal. The $1 cheese. The price of cheese is $2 for 8 ounces, but if you buy the dollar, oh, my nose is running. Yet last night it was coughing. Oh. Well, let's just hope it doesn't start running down my face. Okay, if you buy two cheeses, you can get different kinds like jalapeno cheese and cheddar, and you get 10 ounces as opposed to 8. Eggs, $1. The tea, 100 bags for $1. The pork sausage for $1. You know, the little breakfast sausage, those can be up to about $1.58. And also the $1 sandwiches, hamburger, chicken. They have some chicken nugget meals out here for $1. So, and then chips. It's getting hard to find tortilla chips for $1, but you can still find them at Dollar Tree. So here's the list of the stuff I like to buy at Dollar Tree. What I would do is if I was really broke, I would buy everything I could at Dollar Tree. But sometimes Walmart is better. Like the Walmart Dial soap is the real Dial soap. I don't know what that Dial soap at Dollar Tree is. Okay, now let's see. All right, now I have one more thing and then I'm done. All right, this is a good one. One of the men I subscribe to, oh, what is his name? Well, it's one of the men I subscribe to. You know, I have a micro memory. He mentioned that people had been paid to get the COVID. And I thought, you gotta be kidding me. So I did a search, and you can do a search too. People paid to come up with the COVID. And so how much were these people paid? $4,500. And my son goes, where was this? I go, shut up. Anyway, this was not on the mainstream media. People paid. All right. Who were these people? Most likely they were paid for some kind of trials, you know, trying to come up with vaccines and stuff. But still, this did not make the mainstream news. And who the hell would do that? For all we knew, it was bioterrorism. For all we know. But people were actually paid $4,500 to catch the COVID, which is I mean, I had pneumonia that time, and you couldn't pay me $1 million to catch that stuff. Nonetheless, people have actually been paid. So you can do a search if you don't believe me. Okay, now I saw a good video, and it was by a chemist, and he said that there's been some correlation between vitamin D and resistance to the COVID. I've been taking the whole time balsamic vinegar, vitamin C, that kind of stuff. But I remembered when I was watching this video that many years ago, during war and war times, the people would become sickened because they weren't getting out and getting any sunlight. And the scientists were saying, at least sit by a sunny window. I mean, if there's a war being conducted, you can't get outside. And so what have we all been, here we are, that possibly the vitamin D shortage, we can't get it in food, but mostly it's sunlight. I have been outside every single day. I was cooped up in a shop all my entire life. And so simply by making sure you're getting vitamin D, it might ensure some immunity. And how about all the poor little kids that aren't outside playing on the playground 2-3 times a day? So I just happen to have vitamins. I would suggest getting this. My idea would be, my fear would be, oh, whoops, no vitamin D when this becomes common knowledge. Also, I will be inspecting my vitamins to make sure all of my vitamins, I usually take prenatal vitamins. One of my customers, she said when she was going through menopause, her doctor said she could take 2. I have always taken vitamins, so I don't know about taking 2. I think it would be the, I probably can because I take a massive amount of vitamins, but making sure you have enough vitamin D. This is another thing. People are not eating dairy because it's fattening. My family, which had almost no disease, would eat a lot of dairy. Okay, so orange juice. No orange juice. Salmon, tuna, haddock. Anyway, you can do a search. Okay, and I want to mention something about, this is something very important in my life. I would have these hellacious problems, and I would pray to God for help. But I just learned something off one of the channels. I learned a lot of stuff on YouTube. And it was a pastor, and he said, pray to God to send some of those angels to help you. And so, now we're in this treacherous cold weather. Pray to God. I pray at night, please send some of those angels to help my followers if they're in harm's way. Pray for yourself if terrible things happen. And it never fails that when you cry out, God always hears his children. And the other thing is, if you were sick, ask for some healing leaves. Now, it's been postulated that these leaves actually are on the tree of life. And I try to imagine myself consuming one. And the only thing I could come up with was like a bay leaf. And, I have a visual mind anyway, and I visualize myself eating a leaf. I mean, when I get the littlest sickness, I don't care what it is. And so another thing I want to mention is things to stock up. And I just get them at the Dollar Tree. Vitamins, especially vitamin D. Cough syrup. Oh, no cough drops, alcohol, antibiotic creams and salves. When I was a nurse, we couldn't do anything without a doctor's prescription, but we could apply Neosporin, and I used to lather the patients up the least little sore. And guess what? Sometimes you can't find it. Antibacterial soap. For a while they were going, no, don't use that. Oh, hell yeah. And let's see, dental floss. That would be another real bad thing to be out of. So you guys, now I want to talk about desperate times. And I learned this on a car living video. You're desperate. You don't have any money, so you might have to sell your blood or your blood plasma. You know, you don't know what the guy down the street is doing. When I worked in these shops, there was these men, they were always participating in these clinical trials and selling their blood in nice areas. And it popped into my mind, I bet you that customer of mine was down there getting the COVID for $4,500. So you can't, but my customers would get locked up in jail, and the minute that they would get out, they would swing by and donate blood. Of course, they were a bunch of drug addicts. That's not the point. Never forget that. Here in San Diego, it's easy. Collecting cans and curbside junk. I couldn't figure out why the people were camped out here, right out here on the street. Well, I think it's because right out here is the Walgreens dumpster, because when I was driving out yesterday, it was all tore up and there was tons of junk all over the place. So dumpster diving. Now, you have seen my dumpster diving. I am the most unsuccessful dumpster diving person. I mean, I've gotten some stuff. I can't say I haven't, but if it was life and death, I would be dead right now. But it's something to consider. I know of one dumpster. I won't be going up there because I used to work there, and there was a Vaughn's dumpster in the back. And later on, I was thinking about something, that maybe the lady I worked for was getting stuff out of the dumpster because somehow she suspiciously lost her keys in the dumpster. And at the time I thought it was weird, and another scary thing was the Chinese food place. So you have to be very careful where you're eating. That is a bad thought. Okay, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.